It's the last episode of the year, the Choc and Roll Show. Welcome. It's Wednesday, by the way. Yeah, you're welcome. It's that time of year where nobody knows what day it is. So I'm here to tell you what day it is, and that's me done. So bye. See you next week. Thanks for joining me, Ollie the Choc, live at Choc Studios with some of my Christmas Lego and Christmas toys. How's everyone? Had a good Christmas? You had a good Christmas? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to be keeping my eye on the comments over there, so I'll know if you're watching, and I'd love to hear from you. And it's too late. Is it too late to say Merry Christmas? I never know, but we can wish each other. Well, it's New Year's Eve tonight, so that's exciting. That's something to celebrate. So happy New Year's Eve. That's 3 times. Drop me a comment. Let me know that you are watching and that you've had a lovely Christmas. I hope everyone is keeping well in these very strange, unprecedented times. I'm hoping that it's going to fizzle out and we're going to have a better year next year. So here's to that. So cheers to that. I feel like this is a regular thing. Me drinking on the Choc and Roll Show. The last couple of times it was Bailey's. But anyway, cheers. It's New Year's Eve, so I'm a glass of champagne, and then I'm going to head into the kitchen, the Choc and Roll kitchen. Cheers. Let me know if you're having a glass of something sparkly. Come with me, guys, into a world of pure imagination. I'm going to spin that light around as well. Come on, let's go. Come on, James. We've got James in the studio tonight. Give it up for James. Woo! Yes, James. Cheers to the man on the camera. My nieces and nephews just popped in before. So hello, Lila, Giorgio, Charlie, and Darcy. If you're watching at the Bull's Head, hold on, James on the mic. If you're watching at the Bull's Head, Lila, Giorgio, Charlie, and Darcy, hello, and happy New Year's Eve. They came in, they were like, hello, James, hello, cameraman. Very impressed with Uncle Oddie's Choc studio. Hope everyone's keeping well. Let me know if you're watching. I'm going to keep an eye on the comments. Jackie, Mandy, Patricia, Matthew Platt. Oh, good question, Matt. I'll come back to that in a second. Serena. And yes, hello, everybody. And I can see the interactions with each other there as well in the comments. Matt said, where is the glass from? It's a really, really good question, that, Matt. I hope you had a great Christmas and I hope you're feeling well. This is a Kim Minchin lifestyle glass, none other. I actually had another glass from in the back room. I thought, ooh, one of these. I thought, I can't do that. She's going to kill me. I've got to be using wifey's glasses, and Mr. Platt noticed it straight away. So out with the old and in with the new, which is the theme today. I'm going to be looking back, and I'd like you to look back as well on the fun we've had on the Choc and Roll Show. This is the 14th episode. I'll be reflecting. It's a good thing to do that, isn't it? Just this time of year, reflect, look back, and look forward as well. So cheers to that. So yeah, if you do want to grab yourself one of these awesome, slim, straight, cut, cool Kim Minchin lifestyle glasses, you can get them from kimminchin.co.uk, or you can pop and see her here on Chocolate Street because she's got a new shop here. If you didn't know, now you know. Don't know if you can hear the machine humming there in the background. I always wonder whether it's necessary to turn that off. It's great having liquid chocolate on tap, by the way. It just stays at the right temperature. Those of you that work with chocolate understand how important it is to have the chocolate at the right temperature. I wonder whether you can hear the popping candy in the sink. Is that what you were like? I just love how crazy popping candy goes. I was going to start the show by tipping popping candy in my champagne glass. Just some crazy explosion going off in the camera, but it didn't work. I tipped it in the sink, and now it's just going. It's having its own party in the sink. So anyway, the screen keeps going off, so apologies. I'm going to keep my eye on the comments as best I can. Hello, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter, wherever you're watching me from. Whichever platform, wherever you watch me from in the world. I hope you had a lovely Christmas. I hope everyone is keeping well and away from any nasty viruses. And yeah, just all tucked up, nice and warm. Mrs. Dunn is watching. Hello, Kim. I hope you just saw that little hashtag ad. Not paid, obviously, but I'll get paid in wine glasses. I pinched this out your shop before, sorry, but I just thought I can't be using one of these. I cannot be using that. I mean, there's just no contest, is there? It tastes different. It tastes different in there. Right, I better do some work, actually, haven't I? So leave that to one side. Come on, Ollie, let's do something. While the popping candy's still going like crazy in the sink, let me show you what I've got here that I'll be making. Oh, I need that, actually. A bit of a theme going on today. These are some champagne truffles with popping candy on the top. Some of them have got like little shimmer pearls on top as well, which are oh so fancy. And then these are little well-dressed strawberries. I quite like the crackling of the popping candy. It's like an open fire. We put that on for Romy to help her to sleep. Hi, Romy, if you're watching. Yes, Kim, it does. Yeah, you should join me with a glass. Yeah, who else is going to be having a glass whilst watching me dipping some either stripy strawberries or 007 vibes, dinner jacket, well-dressed, very, very well-dressed strawberries. Then these little champagne truffles. This is like, it's called rainbow popping candy. Just so that you get that fizz as well. I didn't really want the rainbow coloured, but it was the only one they had in Tesco. So at least we got that recreating the fizz of champagne as we eat it. I really want to eat this now. Anyway, should we get down to business? Let's do it. I'm going to be melting some white chocolate whilst eating that. It's popping in my mouth. It's amazing. Right. Let me check on the white chocolate. Give this video a share. It's the last video of the year. We've had a lot of fun. We've got a lot more to come. James and I have just been talking about new camera angles, new ideas, recipes, giveaways. I'm going to tell you something about a giveaway in a minute. Don't let me forget. Everyone loves free chocolate. But do give this a share because you might get some free chocolate. But I like to think that this hopefully gives people some ideas and puts a smile on people's face. Puts a smile on my face by doing it. So hopefully it does the same for you. And James. James loves it. Because we don't know what's going to happen every week. I love the pressure of having to think of recipes. It's so off-putting when this popping candy is exploding in my mouth, but I do love it. Who likes popping candy? Say that camera looks super clear. James, compliments to the on the camera there. Have you seen that? Love it. And did anyone see my video that James filmed last week? Me going around High Lane dressed as Santa Chocmas, as Mr. Gardner nicknamed me. Love that. Very, very clever, this man on the cam. So, just cooling down this white chocolate. I'm gonna give that a few more seconds in the microwave, and then I'm gonna dip some strawberries in milk chocolate. 14 seconds left on the timer. That'll do me nicely. I'm excited to do some savoury stuff, in 2022. Don't know if anyone knows, but I did a chocolate burger. James knows about this, I think. Do you know about this? I'm not sure. I did a Snicker Burger with my friend Tim Shirley at Carve in High Lane, which was an American-inspired food place. And I got this idea from a restaurant in California, in Los Angeles, a guy called, it's called Mikey's Cafe. And it was a Snickers bar, chopped up and mixed into the mincemeat before being cooked as a burger. And it had a very Moorish, that salt and like sweet and savoury combination, but it was that salt from the Snickers bar, from the nuts and the slice of apple with the burger. Phenomenal. I did it. A few people pulled their faces. It became his best seller on the menu. And he kept it. It went from being a special to being a permanent fixture. And people used to say it was the best burger that they'd ever had. So I think we'll definitely have to do the chocolate burger live on the show. Maybe that's going to be a summer thing. Who knows? But yeah, definitely excited. Kim's got some really nice cookbooks in her shop, which we're going to get some recipes from. A really nice Italian one. Kim, if you know which one I'm talking about, perhaps you could put the name of that in the comments if you are still watching. And yeah, I'm just going to have some fun just exploring new things. There's a guy on Instagram called Samuel. His surname, but he's called Fat Sam Eats. He's quite proud of the fact that he eats and he likes to eat. That's his passion. And his Instagram is wild, like the food that he eats and that he cooks. And I've spoken to Sam because he was actually in the studio audience at Steph's Packed Lunch. And he's going to come on and we'll maybe do like a challenge or something where we have to create the wildest sandwich or something. Maybe we'll do it for like National Sandwich Day or something like that. What's that? Sorry, the book.
The cookbook, yeah.
Is it fantastic? What is the name of the? I'm gonna check that on the chat. Fantastic, Kim. Yep, Silver Spoon. There's a Mexican one called Mexico Inside Out. So that's got to have some chocolatey recipes, hasn't it, on there? Mrs. Choc. Definitely be getting some chili chocolates, Mexican recipes, enchiladas, fajitas, tortilla. Yeah, let's do this. No rules. So all I'm doing here is literally grabbing the strawberry by the stem and just dunking it in chocolate, leaving a little gap at the top, shaking off all the excess and dropping it back down onto greaseproof paper, usually cellophane in this case. You have to make sure that these are washed and well dried, and also that the bottle is washed and well dried as well. Because not only am I dipping strawberries here, but I'm going to use them to create a strawberry tower. Can I hear some oohs in the comments, please? Ooh. I feel like I can hear you all. Yeah, a strawberry tower using a champagne or Prosecco bottle. We're also going to be using the contents. I've already been having a sip of the contents, but I'm going to be mixing Prosecco. Is it Prosecco that I've got or champagne? I don't know. It's not champagne, it's sparkling wine. So it's very nice. You can use whatever you can get your hands on. I'm going to make some truffles like these little beauties here. So and then James is going to be my taste tester. If that's all right with you, James. The things you have to do. So I'm cooling down the white chocolate now by adding solid pieces. You know the drill. Tempering the white chocolate. It will take me a little bit of time to decorate these. But I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll just quickly show you how to decorate one in the style of a suit. In one of these style. Is that all right, James, for me to do that there, or do you want me to come a little bit closer in? You all right with that? So white chocolate, tempered white chocolate in a piping bag, and you don't want the hole too big, and you definitely don't want the chocolate warm. You want the chocolate nice and cool. You want the hole kind of small so you can pipe it and get a nice point. So you do like a triangle straight in the middle of the straw. And now a bow tie. I just do like a figure of 8 situation. The outline and then fill it in. These are great for your New Year's Eve parties.
Hold that up, we'll get a close up.
Let's do it. Can I? Yeah. From the front camera?
Yeah.
It's still a little bit wet, but that's all right. Tell me if you need me to go lower or.
That's perfect. All right. Put it down, turn the bus, stuff.
Beautiful. Awesome, Jay. So you can see how easy that is, but how it just elevates it from just being a chocolate dipped strawberry to being one that looks like James Bond, which I think is going to be our theme at home with the family on New Year's Eve. Going to get Romy dressed up, I think, as a little Bond girl, and I'm not sure to be Bond or like a James Bond villain or something like that. But any ideas? I'm all ears. I'm all chocolate ears. I'm loving the ooze in the comments. Nikki King, Jane Temple, Jackie. Oh, we've got, yes. How do we say that? Dale. Is it Dale? Or am I reading that wrong? I need glasses, clearly. I think it is Dale. D-A-E-L. That's an O. Anyway, hello. And ooh, back to you. Loving that. Loving all the comments, guys. Thanks for the choc love. What I'm building here is a little bit of a chocolatey world, a little community of chocolate lovers and people that love just random fun as well, because there's plenty of that going on. got a lot planned for the new year, and a lot that we're excited to share with you, including a monthly giveaway whereby we will send the equivalent of what we've made in each episode. So like the champagne truffles maybe from today, I don't know whether we can send the strawberries with them being the fresh products, but some champagne truffles from today along with what we make next week and the next 2 weeks. So a full month's worth of chocolates. All you have to do is share. So get involved with that straight away if you can and you want to, and you like the idea of winning a whole box of chocolate stuff, then just get sharing it and get tagging your friends and spreading the word, basically. That's the power of social media, and hopefully you get to win some chocolate, but also you get to put a smile on someone's face as well by giving them ideas and stuff. So excited to bring new recipes and keep the chocolate fun going. I'm just going to do some little stripes on these. Leave me a comment, let me know that you're watching. And if you have any moments that you can remember that you particularly enjoyed from this year, let me know that as well, because it's nice just to look back. I mean, for me, this time of year, I always look back and think what we were doing this time last year. You go into the new year, you have expectations. Well, this time last year, I didn't have this studio that I'm in, for one. I didn't have my daughter. That's a big one. I wasn't a dad this time last year, and now I am. I didn't have the Choc and Roll show. That wasn't a thing. It didn't exist. I wanted to create a weekly show where people would know that I was going to be here, even in between Christmas and New Year, when nobody knows what day it is. But it's Wednesday. I know it's Wednesday because the Choc and Roll show every Wednesday live at 5. So it's been great for me to have that, weekly accountability. You guys know that I'm going to be here. I have to get creative and come up with some ideas. This was actually Kim's idea. Kim, if you're watching, fair play. We were having a chat. We were at Costa Coffee yesterday, me, Kim and Romy. A nice little family day out. I do normal things nowadays, which is amazing. My weekends used to be kids' parties, hen parties, back to back to back, just constant work. And so I'm looking back now at this year and just grateful for the opportunities that I've had doing the corporate events, done some amazing live events for the likes of Google, Facebook, PayPal. And I've been able to work on big events as opposed to, so we've got the portals now talking to me. They're listening. The AI, they are listening. Grateful for the opportunities that have come about through Scarlet Entertainment, who I do my bookings for. It's there's a lot that I didn't have a podcast. Now I have a podcast called Going In Deep. Let me know if you've listened to that. Me and Ben, and we've got Liam producing. Super proud of that. Love the conversations that we have. Really grateful that we can share it through this amazing technology that we have these days. That is on Spotify. It's on Apple Podcasts. You can get it wherever you get your podcasts. So none of that existed this time last year. So that's what I'm thinking right now is, you look back at the year and you think, yeah, I have actually done stuff. Because it's so easy just to go through the year and you're always looking forwards and the next thing, which is great. But it's good to stop, look back, and just appreciate the new things and the things that you've achieved, and be proud of what you've accomplished. So I hope you are the same. I hope, most importantly, everyone's keeping well, because life is precious. Time is precious. Time is our most precious commodity. And that's why I'm super grateful that you spend your time with me here on the Wednesday Choc and Roll show. But this is what I love. I love playing with chocolate. That is literally my job, as you can tell, playing with chocolate. I've also been able to play with toys as well this year as part of my job, because I've been presenting, again, with OO. That's an app, an online shopping app. Check it out if you haven't done already. It's fantastic. It's entertainment commerce. And that wasn't even a thing last year. Or if it was, I wasn't aware of it. And now I am fully aware, and I get to do my own tech shows and stuff like that. So awesome. Jane just had a booster jab yesterday, and Dutz Millie just walked in with the River Island handbag. Oh, Jane, that's fantastic. Well done, Millie. Like your style. That is amazing. So yeah, I'm glad that she got you what you wanted. Anyone else get what they wanted for Christmas? I'll tell you about my Christmas present in a minute. I see. Fantastic. Thank you so much, guys. Absolutely loving the comments. Popping candy to one side. Just going to move my strawberries as well. All going on. So yeah, super grateful for this year, but full of ideas for the new year. And like I said, chocolate is, of course, my thing. But it's the way that I communicate. It's a form of communication. And I'm excited what the opportunities are outside of chocolate as well as within it, as in presenting and other things that I have in the pipeline. So, okay, splash of Prosecco. 1 part Prosecco, 2 parts white chocolate. But it's more about the consistency than anything else. So I'm just going to keep on mixing this until we've got the right sort of thickness and got an engagement ring. Anne Dickinson, hey, congratulations. Give her a congratulations, everyone. And Jenny Foden, hello, Jenny. Hi, Jenny and Chris. They are our neighbours here on Chocolate Street. So hello, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And big congratulations to Anne. That is amazing. You'll have to come and visit. Definitely go to see Kim's shop. There's a world within this whole area as well. You've got Kim's shop, you've got Mama and Papa Choc's shop. If I'm not live, I'll be around. Got plans for a little exclusive here for you now. A little bit of an event space for between myself and Kim. And that's going to be just over there next door to Kim's shop, where I used to do the chocolate making, the kids' parties. Everyone's saying congratulations to Anne. And Margaret said that her highlight of the year was making and selling chocolate shoes thanks to my course with Sugar and Crumbs. So hello to everybody at Sugar and Crumbs. And yeah, that's awesome to hear, because that's what it's all about for me, you know, being able to teach people and show them, break it down into nice, easy steps. It's lovely to hear, because it is a wonderful thing, chocolate. It's something that my dad obviously passed on to me. He's still very active. He's the real Willy Wonka. He's watching Papa Choc. Big shout out to Mama and Papa Choc. Jenny's loving that. Yeah, so an event space in there where we get to host little events between me and Kim. Kim's into her, obviously, wine glasses, which I've spoken about tonight already. She loves her rosé. So some rosé truffle making in real life, as well as doing the virtual events as well. But yeah, super busy with the corporate events, and that is my main thing now. Going into the new year, it's like a very different story to what it was going into the new year last year, because my thing was simply chocolate parties, and now I've got, well, I can say the events going forwards will be a part of that, but only a small part, because at the moment the main thing is the live corporate events. And then I've got the podcast, the presenting with U, and just a number of different things. So it's quite strange, really, because it used to just be like, I'm a chocolatier, and now I'm just like a mixture of things. But that's exciting. That's very exciting. I'm going to come back to this popping candy and show you that in a second. But yeah, I'm excited to get moving on all fronts in the new year. This is the last episode of the Choc and Roll Show this year. And James and I have been chatting at length just before we went live tonight about different camera angles. We've got some great little toys tech-wise that we can play with in here to sort of bring you a different insight, to make you feel like you are in the room. James, have you ever done 3D? Because that's something I'd really want to do as well, like a 3D video, as people can like put the virtual headset on and look around. That'd be cool. You know, give them like an even, you know, more real life experience. So I know the whole virtual reality thing might sound quite scary, but for me it's quite exciting as well, because this is my little world, and for me to be able to share that with people from anywhere on the planet using things like virtual reality, the metaverse, the Chocoverse. So yeah, this is something that we're really proud of, and excited to welcome more and more people. So get sharing the videos if you can. And hopefully we'll get people using these little recipes. All I've done there is mixed a little bit of sparkling wine with a bit of white chocolate, making sure that the white chocolate is tempered. 1 part wine, 2 parts chocolate, but add a bit more chocolate to get it thicker so that you've got that kind of thick, pasty, moussey consistency like I had when you saw me piping those out just now. I've got this rainbow popping candy, which I got from Tesco. They didn't have the plain, but rainbow's fine. Once these have set, I'm just going to peel them off the paper and roll them in the popping candy so they've got a crunch and a pop sensation. When you say chocolatier, all I can think of is Papa Choc's chocolatier. I love that. And did Romy try chocolate? You know what, Jane? She hasn't tried chocolate. And thank you for your lovely comments as well, saying that you love the show, Jane. Massively appreciate you. Appreciate you all being here for your time and energy and chocolate love. So yeah, this is awesome. And no, she hasn't tried it yet, has she, Kim? So we are yet to do that. I feel like she needs to be here. You know, maybe we've got to have her here in the studio in Mama and Papa Choc's shop just to have that memory here on Chocolate Street. So excited for that. That's something else to look forward to in 2020. In fact, can we play that video? We've not got the video to share, have we? Because we didn't get the format, did we? Of the
Tasting beer.
Yeah. Did you manage to do it? Thanks, James. That's amazing. Right. Well, James is going to show you a little bit of, whilst I'm waiting for these truffles to set, a little bit more of my daughter, Romy. Well, I'm not going to say any more. You'll see. I posted it on Instagram last night. This time, I've got my apprentice with me. She won't be sampling the beer. I didn't say you could sample it, though. I said you could watch me sample it. Not quite the same, is it? This one is the London Porter. Sorry, you just can't have it. No. Are you serious right now? It's 6 months old. Come on. You can't possibly think this is okay. You have to be at least 18 years old. You're not even 18 months old. I'm sorry. We had a wet nappy and we're all sorted now. I say we, I mean Romy, I was fine. Then again, it is early days. It's only my second beer, which is brewed in Greenwich. It's from M&S. It's like liquid chocolate. So cheers. It has got a smokiness. Wow, that's amazing. Kim, I think you need to try it as well. No fewer than 7 malts to recreate a historic recipe from the mid-1700s for a style of beer that was once synonymous with London. Right, perfect with meats as well as cheeses and oysters. What do you think? It's smoky, isn't it?
It smells more smoky than it tastes, but it's lovely.
Only thing I have to add is be your own hero, like it says on Romy's top. I think that's a powerful message. It's a good beer, London Porter. I don't think I've ever tasted a smoky beer before, have you? Cheers. We're back in the room. In fact, that reminds me as well of Romy saying that my niece Darcy was saying Romy's back in the room when on Christmas Day she had a little bit of a tantrum. I think it's the teething, and then when she came back and she was smiling again, and my niece Darcy was feeding her, she's like, Romy's back in the room. And it's one of those sayings that is now stuck that we can't stop saying. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little clip. I got home last night. Kim and I have been out for the day. We've been to B&M Bargains, which was our favourite place to go. And I mean that. Living the dream. But yeah, we were kind of in B&M Bargains, and we did a little bit of shopping, and it's a proper little family day. And we got back and I picked a couple of different beers, and obviously this one, London Porter, which has got it's got a hint of, I think I mentioned it in the video, it's what is it now, sweetish caramel flavour. Yeah, so it's very subtle, that, but smoky it definitely does have. So if anyone's ever tried this or a similar, if you like your beers, a smoky beer, really good. But it's quite funny how Romy just completely stole the show there and just looked completely mesmerised by the beer. I don't know where she gets that from. But yeah, good, fun little clip. So that's my new thing, doing like little reviews on beers as well. So more on that to come. And as I've mentioned, the chocolate beer that my dad did with Marks and Spencer's, the chocolate porter, actually. It's the London Porter, but yeah, my dad did the chocolate porter. So I think there's got to be a review on that to come as well. I'm just peeling these off the paper, giving them a little bit of a pinch, and rolling them. And I'm going to roll them in the popping candy. How's that there? Roll them in the popping candy there. I'm just going to put them to one side and manipulate them. This way, you've got the popping candy on the inside, but I'll put a little sprinkle of that on the outside as well. Super easy to do. Your popping candy just gives it that extra bit of texture, but also that, you know, like it simulates the champagne or the Prosecco fizz for me. It's the taste, but it's that fizz that you get from it at the same time when it pops in your mouth. So have a go at this and let me know if you do. Please send your pictures. Whose was the Home Alone house? Was that Margaret's? I forget. I might have got that wrong, but one of our lovely viewers did the chocolate house in the style of Home Alone, which was fantastic. And I shared the picture here on the Choc and Roll show. So if you get a chance to have... Is that so?
We still got it.
You still got it?
Show it?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, amazing. Let's do it. Let's show it. Good shout, James. We've got it in our gallery there, in the archives. There you go. That's fantastic. So that's what happens if you have a go. We get to, you get on the wall of fame in the Choc and Roll show. In fact, we might do that. We might print them off as little Polaroids and stick them up on the wall in here as well. But we're always wanting to show what you've been doing. So please get some champagne truffles made for the family this new year. Some strawberries, and send those in. Tag me on Instagram, Facebook, wherever, Twitter. Question here, yeah, because it's my comments have gone off. Try. It says I can try again. I might be able to go back in. Let me see if I can go back in and join you all. Okay, allow the microphone enter the studio, but I'm backstage. Chat. Let's see comments. Oh, we're back. Would it be 21 with milk chocolate as well? Was that the question that you?
Two parts chocolate, one part.
Yes, one part
milk, whatever.
Yeah, whatever you use. If you go with that as a basis, cream, whiskey, Bailey's, champagne, go with the 1 part liquid, 2 parts chocolate. And make sure the chocolate is cool and tempered. And if you haven't got that nice thick consistency, then just add a bit more chocolate until it's got that thick, pasty, moussey texture. But as long as you can still pipe them, don't let it go too firm. Here's a tip for you if it does go too thick. Add a little bit more liquid, just a touch more liquid if it's too thick. Also, if it's starting to set, then stick it back in the microwave, literally whilst it's in the piping bag, for like 3 seconds. That is literally all it's going to need. I'm just rolling the truffle centers here in the rainbow popping candy that I got from Tesco. And I've also got these little white shimmer pearls as well that I got from Sainsbury's. And I'm going to dip some of these now. So I just need a regular fork. Some white chocolate that's starting to set, so back in the microwave for 10 seconds. It's quite thick. Might as well keep busy and dip some more strawberries, just holding them by the stem, dunking those in. And then you saw me doing these little dinner jackets, piping the white chocolate triangle, the dicky bow. It's funny how I say dicky bow, isn't it? Why don't I just say bow tie? Anyway, you know what I mean? And the buttons, very well-dressed strawberries. So, milk chocolate to one side. Champagne truffles, no molds, just piped out individually, about 2 centimeters wide, 2 centimeters tall. Once they've set, rolling them in a bit of popping candy, dropping them back into the white chocolate. Mandy's just eating one of her truffles. Enjoy. Which one is it, Mandy? Is it one of the sprouts? And just dropping them back on the paper. So truffle center, drop that in. Move it around so it's completely covered.
Should be able to see it as well.
Perfect. Oh yeah, of course I will. Yeah. Shake off the drips and drop it back down. And then once you've got it down there, you can sprinkle some of the popping candy on there as well. Yeah, see that, can't we? Or you could just drop some of the little glimmer pearls. Hope everyone has had a lovely Christmas. Did you get lots of chocolate? What did you get? What was your chocolate? Did anyone get some chocolate at Christmas this year that perhaps you've not tried before, something a little bit different, or something that you have every year? Your chocolatey Christmas nostalgia. Let me know what that is for you, what your chocolate adventures have been this year. I'm just dropping those in, dropping them back down. You've got to make sure that they are firm enough that they will lift off the paper, or the grease proof in this case. Cover them in popping candy, drop them in, use the fork, cover them, shake off all the drips, and drop them back down on the paper. And then you can either add a bit more popping candy on the top for that extra fizz, or some little pearls. No rules when it comes to chocolate. So got the little pearls, just drop them on. What did I call these last week? Runaway pearls or something like that, because they just run away. It was, yeah. You can never keep them in one place, but I guess that's all part of the fun. So I'm going to come over to my empty bottle of sparkling wine, Prosecco, champagne, whatever you want to use. How is that in the shot there? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Should we come in there? A little bit better, maybe. I'm going to stick some strawberries on to the bottle. This is very Blue Peter. So I'm pretty sure most of you will have an empty bottle of wine in the house, even if that's a non-alcohol wine or an empty bottle of anything, especially around Christmas time. So empty it, wash it, dry it thoroughly, and you can use it to build a tower of strawberries. And so once you've got your strawberries all dipped and set, the stripes have set on these now as well, I think. So I'm going to turn them on the side or upside down. Oh, they're not quite set, but we're live, so I don't have a choice. I could just pretend, but now I'm just going to own it and say, guys, they're not fully set, and I should not be doing this now. I do not recommend doing that. Very naughty. Well, these ones. Oh, these ones are. You're right. I think they're okay, those ones, James. Good shout. Yeah, always go to the first ones you did, and just drop a little bit of chocolate on the base, on the bottom of the strawberry. Little blob of chocolate. This is like your chocolate glue, and we're going to use that to stick that on there. Little blob of chocolate underneath, on its bottom. Okay, lovely stuff. Little blob of chocolate glue, dead easy. Just making sure that the milk chocolate, you can use white or dark, you're not going to see it. Look how shiny that is, by the way, because of the catches of light, because of the cellophane. Chocolate reflects the surface that it's been poured on, and in this case, the cellophane, it's got that shine. As long as it's tempered, it will give you that exact same shine. Speaking of shine, what I'm looking for here is for the blob of chocolate to go slightly dull. You can see it's actually slightly shiny, and we need that to go slightly dull. So I'm going to leave that for a couple of minutes, and as soon as it starts to lose its shine, like one of the first ones I did, it's still got a little bit of a shine, but it's starting to lose its shine. I'm not quite sure that you can tell on the video. It's going slightly matte, that blob. So that means I can stick that on. It's perhaps a little bit easier when you're doing the first ones at the bottom. But you do have to be quick, because once they start setting, that's it. You've got to get them on. It's time is crucial with this. Blob of chocolate on the bottom, starting to set, and as soon as it's starting to go, stick that on. This was Kim's idea. Very, very clever idea. Normally, I would have to create a chocolate tower, and we would do that using a traffic cone. There was no traffic cone theft committed in this case. You can also buy traffic cones, mini ones. So we've got one somewhere, and we use the traffic cone as a mold just to make a cone of chocolates. Fantastic. But in this case, we thought, let's make it a little bit easier. What have people got at home? Empty bottles. Who's got empty bottles? Okay, Mandy has got 10 bottles. I think she said there. Fantastic. Hey, you could always use full bottles, by the way, and you could very carefully pour the wine from the strawberry bottle. How cool would that be? You could also put a little bit of chocolate on the bottle as well if you wanted, just so that you can't see the actual bottle itself. But you know, that's fun to do. It's just going to make a little bit of an ornament there. That's the way I see it, and it's just easy. You just grab the strawberries off it. Makes use of empty bottles. The bottle needs to come to room temperature. So if you've had the bottle in the fridge, which you more than likely have, just make sure that you've washed it, dried it. We don't want the bottle to be too cold. So let it come to room temperature. Otherwise, the chocolate's going to set too quickly and more than likely break as a, well, they'll break off as a result, because you get condensation on the bottle as well. We don't want that. That's not a good combination, chocolate and condensation. Keep any humidity, any moisture away from chocolate, unless, of course, you are making a ganache like we've done tonight. So if you missed that, we made champagne or Prosecco truffles.
Around that, we had a question from Anne.
All right,
saying,
yeah. Could you mix the popping candy into the chocolate before piping it out? You could, as long as it doesn't pop. So if you've already mixed the chocolate and the sparkling wine together, you should be okay. You should be able to put some popping candy in the mixture without it actually popping. We don't want any premature popping going on, so we just got to be mindful of that. But yeah, that's the only reason why I didn't do that. But in theory, you should be fine. Have a play around with it. Just pour some in, and if you hear it popping like crazy, then just, yeah, give it a miss. But you might be okay. I mean, I poured the popping candy in the sparkling wine, and it didn't pop, which was really weird, because then as soon as I poured it in the sink, it popped like crazy. So, a bit of a science. But yeah, how easy is that, folks? Just sticking them on. As soon as the chocolate blobs start to go slightly dull, that's when you got to be quick and just holding them by the stems and trying not to smudge. And if you've got any gaps in between, put a little bit of chocolate in there and hide it. That's all right. Just get a piping bag and just, it hides the bottle itself. But you don't have to do that. There's nothing to be ashamed of here. Right, quite good fun actually, sticking these on. It's like building Lego. My other favourite thing to do. I got my Batmobile over there, which I am desperate to. I thought I would have got a chance over Christmas to build my Batman, my Batmobile, but no. I've been busy, but that's all right. Busy being a daddy, and that's good. These are like two set now. So I'm just putting a little bit extra chocolate glue on the back. If they set too quickly, right, little tip for you. Just get a knife or a scraper or something like that and just cut away the chocolate, that blob of chocolate, and start over. Be really easy to cut. I'm holding it like that and cutting it like it's like I'm peeling a potato. Just scrape those off however you can, and go again. Probably chocolate underneath. Is everyone okay? Everyone enjoying it? I hope you're enjoying the show so far tonight. I can see lots of comments, lots of people there. You've got hot hands, Nikki. Yeah, you know what? Me too. So I just have to be really quick so that I don't melt anything. My dad always says, just touch it without touching it. Easy, right? Hot hands are good for chocolate in some ways, because if you've got a piping bag, you want to keep the chocolate melted in the piping bag. That's going to be much easier if you've got hot hands. I can see Harriet Carter. Lovely to see you in the family on Christmas Day, Harriet. Thank you so much for the comments. Really appreciate it. Happy New Year, nearly. It's New Year's Eve. And Harriet's got an Eve in her house. We got any more Eves? We've got 3 Eves. New Year's Eve. +1. Harriet's sister. Yeah, thank you. Everyone's loving the idea, by the way. Credit to Kim on this one. I'm not going to take credit because she's watching. She wasn't. I might. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, again. Oh, no. You see, it's live. Things go wrong. Chocolate glue. Just got to make sure it's at that right point. It's all about timing. It's Mr. Platt's birthday, Eve. Yes, it is, buddy. Yes, it is. I got a little something for you, my man. Actually, I'd be tempted to show you that, and no, I'm not going to do that. It's going to just arrive. I'm going to drop it at your door by drone. I'm going to send out the Choc drone. James having a little bit of a panic because I think one of the camera's battery's done. Yeah. Are we still okay though? Are we still on it?
Yeah, we are now.
Well done. Emergency situation, and I bet you were thinking it's just as we're getting towards the end of this. So, you know what? I quite like seeing the champagne bottle at the top. I don't mind that. So I'm not going to stick that one on. You could put that on the top, I suppose. Yeah, the pièce de résistance. So I'm just going to do a little bit of chocolate glue around the rip. Okay, and I'm going to pipe some drips from the top. As though that strawberry on the top is just dripping down. This would make a lovely gift, actually, with or without the booze inside. I'm going to leave that now. You have to know when to leave it, don't you? Margaret, brilliant idea. Well done, Kim. It was an excellent idea. I can't touch that now, but you can see it though, right? What do you think? Do you like it? It's a good idea. Do you think this is a Blue Pizza special? If Jack Robbins is watching, my friend Jack from Blue Pizza, what do you reckon? Strawberry tower. Easy. It's a good way to get kids eating fruit. Cover it in chocolate, yeah? Yeah, surely. We could do chocolate dipped banana, any fruits, create a tower with those. I don't sell these, by the way. I don't plan to. As you can see, they take a lot of time. So this is more giving you ideas of things to do at home. Get yourself some chocolate, get yourself some strawberries, dip those in, stripes on the top, or little dinner jackets.
Good idea, the comments there.
Oh, let's see. I had visions of the white truffles being, wired out of the bottle. Oh, yeah, like coming out of the top.
Yeah.
You know what we're doing after this. I don't think I'll be doing that live, but that's a good idea. I don't think I need some wire, actually. Jenny, thank you so much. I'm quite happy with that. I really want to lift it up because it's like my instinct to lift it up and show you, but you can see it. You can see it, can't you? Oh yeah, a little look from the side. We'll get some pictures of it. We'll get some pictures on Facebook, on Instagram. Quite proud of that, actually. Well done, Kimmy, with the idea. So yeah, we could have incorporated the champagne truffles, but maybe I'll just eat those instead. People think that I don't eat chocolate. That's a lie. That's not true. I'm the biggest chocoholic there is. Am I the biggest chocoholic on Chocolate Street though, Jenny? Jenny is literally there. She's the gatekeeper to Chocolate Street. She guards the chocolates. Yes, I'm glad you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Donna. Little hands helping me. Yeah, can you imagine when Romy's down here helping me? That blows my mind. Wow, I'm excited for that. A little bit of time off, but hey, it'll soon come. It flies. Time flies, especially when you have fun playing with chocolate for a living. I think that concludes the end of the show. I think James and I might get some little videos of this. That should be on the Lazy Susan, shouldn't it? And then it should be spinning that around. Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, give it a try. What could possibly go wrong? I won't spin it too fast. Right, I'll tell you what. I'm desperate to play with it, aren't I, James? It's ridiculous. Yeah. I don't know how I could possibly pick this up. Yeah, baby. Just what I wanted. I'm happy now. Okay. Store in the fridge or out once made? Harriet, great question. I would say make this New Year's Eve and have it ready to just keep out, because if you can make them the night before, but what happens is when you keep them in the fridge, the strawberries will shrink very slightly. And I'm not really sure why, but you can almost see like a little bit of a gap. So they just don't look quite as good the next day. There's a scientific reason for that. But yeah, it must be when they're colder, they shrink slightly. And so I would say making them on the day and just keeping them at room temperature, keeping it cool, keeping them by a window, somewhere a little bit cooler maybe. But yeah, if anyone does actually make one of these, I would be so excited to see a picture, maybe a video of these. So tag me in your pictures, guys. Use the hashtag Choc and Roll, baby. Loving it. Patricia, Nikki, Mr. Platts, just spin it and drizzle chocolate. Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe we'll do a video of that. What do you reckon? We've got a slow-mo of that. I don't think we can do that live, but yeah, we could just literally just let it because it looks like it's already got those chips, doesn't it? Matt, loving the inspiration there, buddy. Happy birthday to Matt for tomorrow. Mr. Platt, visual noise. We've created some magic this year. Talk about reflecting. And I think back at some of the stuff that Matt and I have filmed that James was done as well in Choc Studios on the drone, slow-mos. We popped a balloon in here. There's still on the light behind here, there's still flecks of chocolate everywhere. And yeah, that was just the beginning. This is episode 14. So it's 14 weeks, and we've come a long way, really. We've added new camera angles, and we've got a lot of exciting ideas for 2022. But yeah, a lot of magic that we created. That was my birthday. We did that video. We should be popping a balloon for your birthday tomorrow, Matt, shouldn't we? Should I come to your house and pop a balloon? The kids would love it, wouldn't they? I'm just loving spinning this. Just gonna keep spinning this. Oh, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Give this video a share if you think it's a good idea. I'll be posting it up on Instagram and on Facebook. James and I are just going to do a couple little videos now. Spread the chocolate love. You can win some chocolates for doing so, and hopefully put smiles on people's faces and give them a few ideas. Only thing, Matt, is popping is a lateral flow. Get well, Matt. Get well. I hope you're feeling okay, buddy. What a crazy time. Crazy times. Let's hope it's much better next year. Onwards and upwards. Everyone stay well. Keep smiling. Keep happy. Keep doing what you love. Keep playing with chocolate, and keep watching the Choc and Roll Show every Wednesday live at 5. I've only got one more thing to say. You can say it with me if you know what it's going to be. Can you say it in emojis? Jane has said it in emojis. I love that, Jane. Fantastic. Serena, Happy New Year. Happy New Year's Eve, and hope everyone has an amazing New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and a great 2022. Peace, love, Choc and Roll. You can do this with me. I can see you, Peace, love, Choc and Roll. See you next year.